Good evening, brother and sister in Ventos Healing Ministry. Good evening. So tonight we are going to continue, with the talk on endocrine system. We are going to discuss and then go further detail on the most likely diseases caused by endocrine disorder. Again, I would like to emphasize that scientists and experts have already confirmed hormone balance playing an important role in maintaining our body health and beauty. Again, I would like to emphasize that expert and scientists has already find out and confirmed that hormone balance playing an important role in maintaining our body health and beauty. So what is our endocrine system? Basically, endocrine system is a network of glands in your body that make the hormones that help cells talk to each other. So the communication of cells and then within the brain and the organs and the cells are carried out by the release of hormones as a messenger to transmit all the information and signals to the whole body beside the nervous system, which using the neuron to transmit. The body also use the endocrine system by releasing all these hormone to uh, communicate among all the organs and all the cells. So uh, hormone system, endocrine system are responsible for almost every cells, organs, and function in your body. Actually, the body contains many types of glands that will produce different types of hormones. But when we talk about endocrine system, we are referring to the major eight different glands that produce very important hormones that will help communicate the brain with all the organs, system, and the cells too, so that to make sure proper signal and message can be transmitted, okay, to all the cells, organs, and system, so that to make sure the activity of life can be performed in a proper manner. So the eight major glands, basically they are the hypothalamus, our pituitary gland, and the pineal gland. We call the three the master glands that release some of the master hormones, which will affect, okay, the release of other types of hormones inside the body. For example, like our thyroid, parathyroid. We have this uh, near the chest there. We have thymus, and then near the abdominal part we have our pancreas, which release insulin, and then our adrenal, which will release adrenaline, and finally our reproductive organs. Like women we have ovary, and then men we have testes, which will release all types of sex hormones, which will seriously affect the all types of activities or inside the body. For example, like women may have a period cycle that involve, okay, the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, and then the communication among the ovary, okay, and then maybe the what we call the thyroid as well. Okay, so all these glands, the different release of different types of uh, hormones, they will communicate each other so that to allow all these activities to be carried out in our body effectively. The body have to react so frequently to change the release of different types of hormone inside the body, and there are so many factors which will affect the reaction of the glands, so as to release different types of hormones in a different quantity. And then sometimes our body might not be able to adapt to the rapid change of all these factors and cause the release of hormones inside the body or not accordingly, and then this is the beginnings of a hormone imbalance inside the body. Okay, so when we talk about environmental factor, we are talking about maybe change of season, the climate, okay, change of temperature, uh, maybe sometimes some air pollution in the air, which need okay reaction from the body so that to protect the body from all this danger, to let the body to generate more energy, or okay, to make the body to be more alert on all types of danger outside. And then we have the energy and the power to run away or to fight against all these dangers. And then secondly, the physiological factors involved, like women, they might have period cycle, and then uh, all these period cycle really involve all types of uh, hormones, and then the hormones will need to be changed according to the stage of different stage of period cycle. And so it's not that easy for the body to adapt to the change, and then sometimes it might cause like period pain, okay, like difference in fertilizing or infertility. Okay, and then third will be emotional factors, because of the mood swing of the message or the uh, uh, those signal information that we receive through our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, okay, the feelings that we have created and then cause emotional swing, emotional will bring different signals to the hypothalamus and affect the release of different types of hormones inside the body. So if the emotional factor is too strong, when you are too sad or you are too angry, then the release of certain types of hormone in the body might get higher, and then in the long term, or it might cause some problem. And then the fourth factors will be the nutritional factors, because we know that all the hormones are mixed and made by the body, by the glands, and by many types are from the liver. They need different types of nutrient to form different types of hormones. So a balance and mixing all kinds of nutrients is essential when we talk about balancing of hormones. Okay, so we need various types of hormones in the body, but they are in common for all the hormone to include okay all the essential fatty acid and essential amino acid, and then it will mix with different types of minerals and vitamins, and then to form different types of hormones. So these are the most common likely diseases caused by endocrine disorders. They are basically emotional problems. Okay, in the brain, there the secretion of all types of hormones in the brain is not in a proper manner, and then sometimes it might cause insomnia also, and then a serious insomnia for a long term might bring a lot of illness, especially mental problems, emotional problems, and then eventually it will cause immune disorders, and then cause sometimes the attack by our immune system on ourselves and cause those sensitive problems and then skin problems. And then maybe the release of insulin, which will in long term cause diabetes, and then some of the release of the hormones in the brain there might affect the children's development. And then for lady, they might have a problem of these gynecological diseases, or we call layman, we call the woman disease, lady illness. Okay, and then some they might have developed thyroid diseases, and some they might have disease in this what we call the infertility. They cannot give birth. Okay, so these are the area which commonly affected by these endocrine disorders. So our brain is very important. The hypothalamus will release different types of hormones to help the whole body to calm down, to relax, to enjoy, to feel happy. All these hormones we call the happy hormones. They are basically endorphin, dopamine, serotonin, and then oxytocin. And then all these hormones, if the release is insufficient or inadequate in the brain, normally it will cause uh, some of the emotional illness or problems. For example, like depression, anxiety, or cannot control the angers, and then sometimes it might lead to insomnia also, cannot sleep properly or have a very bad quality of sleep. And the release of all these happy hormones have to be maintained in an adequate level so that the function of the brain can be performed in an optimum way. 72% people didn't realize that insomnia actually can cause cancer. And then 71% they don't know actually how insomnia can cause diabetes, okay, high blood pressure, obesity, and etc. Okay, and then some of them, for almost 41% of the people, they don't know that insomnia actually can lead to all these mental problems or emotional problems like depression. And then so for a long-term insomnia, we might develop problem on the brain, such as like different to concentrate. Okay, and then maybe some people they might experience slow reaction or in the brain. Some people they might have depression, and then the problems of the risk factor for getting hypertension, and then cause all types of heart problems, and then it might eventually lead to uh, what we call this immune disorder. The immune system will get very low, and then sometimes it will malfunction and then attack your own cells too. There is what we call the immune disorders. So actually, insomnia is a problem of hormone disorder also. It refers to our pineal gland that release the hormone called melatonin. And then melatonin is the hormone that control how we sleep also. The deeper you sleep, the higher this hormone will be released in the brain. And then melatonin, this pineal gland, is very sensitive to light. And then our circadian system in the body, which we refer to as our biological clock inside the body, which differentiate when it's daytime, when it's nighttime, and how the body will react during daytime and how the body will react during nighttime. All these are actually sensed by this gland, what we call the pineal gland. So pineal gland is very important. In our Chinese tradition, we call it the upper dantian. Okay, when we talk about qigong, so like Indian, they say there's a chakra over there, and then European, they might say this is the third eye of human beings. So they are referring to the same gland inside the body, that is our pineal gland. So pineal gland sensitive to light, and then it will release this melatonin according to the light also. So when the light is getting more, when there is too bright, so the release of melatonin is very little inside the body. However, when we come to night time, when there is no light, the release of melatonin will get higher and higher, and normally it will start increase the release around 8 o'clock at night, and then it will create an feeling of want to sleep by 9 o'clock. The release will be higher and higher, and then finally maybe 9 something you start to feel sleepy, and then you will go and sleep, and then it will further release until around 11 at night. It will start to let the whole body to relax down, cool down, and then you will go into deep sleep. Okay, during this time the healing of our body will begin. Okay, because this melatonin, okay, it will inform the release of growth hormone by the pituitary gland inside the body, so that how to begins all the healing, the restoration of cells, and then the regeneration of all the cells with the working of a stem cell together inside the body. So if we cannot sleep properly, that means we cannot repair the body in a effective way. So normally the body will start reheal itself from 11 night until around 3 o'clock in the midnight. So we need to be in deep sleep during this period. All the filtering of blood, restoring of cells will begin during this period. And then if you didn't sleep well, and then all the release of all this growth hormone that cause the release of a growth factor will be affected. And then if you miss all this growth factor, then your body might not be able to restore in a proper manner to reheal all the damages that might that have done to your cells during the daytime. Okay, so it's very important to make sure your pineal gland can release proper melatonin, so as to make sure you can sleep nicely and deeply, have a quality sleep that brings you a better restoration of the cells inside the body. So it's very important to make sure the release of our melatonin that will help the release of other types of happy hormone also, and then it will coordinate with the pituitary gland that release human growth hormone. So the repair of the whole body will begin when we have a quality sleep. And furthermore, melatonin also discovered to be able to help in improving our immune system, our actually the quality of the blood as well. The viscosity of the blood will be affected by the release of melatonin also. And then scientists also discover our sixth sense are connected with the pineal gland also. Okay, so sometimes your dream might come true, okay, because your dream is a type of sixth sense also to let you know future or what will happen to you. And then this one function of the pineal gland too, okay, according to the scientists. You need to take more high tryptophan food in order to promote a better sleep, because these are the basic ingredients which will form the melatonin in the pineal gland. The food that increase serotonin are the tryptophan plus carbohydrates, and then serotonin will be further converted into melatonin inside the by the pineal gland. So these are the food that contain very high tryptophan. For example, like eggs, milk, banana, or in potato, and then in some especially spirulina. Okay, you can consider to get more supplement of spirulina so that your sleep will be better, because these are the raw basic ingredient that we need to form the melatonin. So for your information, our product, the CV8, will have this essential amino acid tryptophan in quite a good quantity, and then that's why it can promote a very good sound sleep after taking the CVA. And then in CVA also contain certain types of ginseng oxide which can calm down, and then will give a very good effect on the nervous system, the neuron of this whole body to calm down. So it give a very good good sleep effect on the use of CVA actually. These are different types of diseases caused by hormone disorder, especially the immune system disorders, because lack of support from the hormone system. The transmission of all types of information in the body cannot be transmitted to different types of organs and then system in the body. So this will finally cause immune system to become disordered too, and then it will further cause allergic, and then cause a lot of skin problems. So for people who experience this hormone disorder, they finally will go to this stage, will have a lot of allergic problems, and then it will cause skin spots also, like pigmentation on the face, which is quite difficult, not easy to solve these skin problems, because of the malfunction of the melanin to release in the near the face area, and then the metabolic, and then the expel of all this melanin cannot easily be carried out by the body and cause settle down of all this melanin, and and then finally it form all the pigmentation inside the body. These are the more serious problem among the kids nowadays, because they grow up too fast. For example, like this picture, I think the kids is around 4 to 5 years old only, but they have already developed a big breast. Okay, and then some maybe when they reach the year of 8 or 9, they start to have periods. And sometimes all these problems are caused by the food that they are taking, like the fast food, or like example like KFC, McDonald, okay, which they use the meat, those chicken, they use might be injected by a lot of hormones to make a faster grow of the chicken, and then all these chicken that all these kids after taking all this chicken, they might take the hormone also, and then it make the growing of all these kids become too early, and then some they might develop certain illness, like you can see from here, this gentleman who are very very tall one. Okay, these are a type of illness because of the release of human growth hormone is too high inside the body also. And on the other hand, some people they might experience different types of illness because of the release of the human growth hormone is too low. Okay, then the development of the body is not in a proper manner, even though they are already matured enough. Okay, growing maybe their age already 30 over, but their body still look like kids. Okay, cannot grow properly. It's because of the release of human growth hormone is too little by the pituitary gland. So this is the pituitary gland, the master the number one master hormone inside the body. It connected directly to the hypothalamus, and then normally the hypothalamus will release different types of hormones to instruct, okay, to give information to the pituitary glands, so that pituitary glands will further release all types of hormones which will affect the performance of all those glands below in the bottom of the body. Okay, like the thyroid or your thymus, your adrenal will be affected by the release of the hormone inside the pituitary gland. Okay, so pituitary gland, pineal gland are the master hormone inside the body, or it will affect the others hormones in the body, or seriously other glands in the body. So we must make sure all these hormones in the brain can be released in a proper manner, in a sufficient and not too over, because too over it will create different types of illness also. And then sometimes when people in love, they will look better, they will look more beautiful, just because when people in love, they will release more this human growth hormone by the pituitary gland, and then eventually this will cause the estrogen inside the body to further increase in the release. And then estrogen is one of the hormone which will seriously affect our skin, the texture, and then the sometimes the what we call the even the blood circulation also will be affected by the estrogen. And then finally you will see how the face will become more brighter, and then the blood also can flow better, so you will look more beautiful. That is the reason why people in love they look more beautiful, because of human growth hormone. And then human growth hormone normally released by pituitary gland, and then it will deliver to our liver, and then from there liver will get the information and release all the growth factor which will work together with all the stem cells to rebuild, to restore of all the cells inside the body, and to regenerate new cells inside the body. So it's very important to have a proper secretion of this pituitary gland, the growth hormone inside the body. In order to regulate and balance the hormone release in the brain, ventos chilling ministry recommend the use of IM laser together with CVA. So how IM laser can help in the process of balancing the hormone release in the brain? First of all, I'm not going to go into too detail on the function of IM laser, because you can refer to my earlier video which are talking about IM laser alone, where you can go into further details on how it functions and how IM laser help the bodies. Here I just roughly let you know, after using IM laser, it can improve the blood viscosity and promote a better blood circulation, because the photons provided by IM laser will be able to give a very good activating effect on all the enzyme activity inside the body, and it helps to cleanse all the blood cells and make the blood cell won't attach together and flow very smoothly, so that it can carry oxygen and distributing all the nutrients inside the bloodstream there effectively. So with a very good blood circulation, all the photon, the nutrients and oxygen can be delivered to all the cells in the body effectively. And then the light and the photon, when it reach the cells, so it will activate this enzyme in the mitochondria. We call it oxidase C, to promote the making of energy in the mitochondria. The ATP will be released after the process of biostimulation by the photon. uh, ATP will be released and the cells will be more energetic, having more energy, and then this indirectly will promote the function of all the cells and the organs as well. So in the long run, using IM laser, long-term improvement of gland function will be activated, and then the gland will be healthier and more energetic to produce and to carry out the function that is supposed to do. That is to release different types of hormones in the body. And then in that case, the growth hormone and the melatonin can be effectively secreted and produce a very good sleeping effect. Beside that, this hypothalamus will release all kinds of happy hormones like endorphin, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin in the brain also. And so all these very comfortable and then relaxing hormones will make you feel happy and calm, uh, and then easily you can go into a very relaxed condition, so that it eventually give you a very good quality good sleep. And it improve the coordination among various body system too, through the strengthening of the neural function. So the neural are made up of cells also. So the improvement on the cell's energy will improve the neuron function, and then there's transmitting of signal in the nervous system can be uh, improved and enhanced. So the connection and then the coordination among all the various uh, type of system in the body can be communicate, can be carried out more effectively. So finally it will give a very good result in balancing and regulate the function of endocrine system. However, the use of CVA will help to provide full nutrient to the body, because CVA contain uh, the complete essential amino acid, complete essential fatty acid, full range of minerals and trace minerals, and full range of vitamins that the body required. And then CVA also provide tryptophan and serotonin to help to promote a quality sleep as well. And then the ginseng oxide in the CVA can effectively promote the stability of the neural system and the balance of the secretion of hormones in the whole system. And then the super antioxidant substances contained in CVA, okay, with the combination of wild ginseng and then this Cipaton, aronia fruits, and then promulgated fruits. Okay, all contain very high concentrated antioxidant. It plays a decisive role in the protection of our cells and especially our gland cells. So it makes sure the gland can function properly. The cells function can be carried out effectively. And then high content of minerals and all the vitamins are effectively stabilize the nervous system in the body. So once the nervous system is function uh, in a very stable way, it can connect all various system inside the body, so that the complete body system can work in a very stable and very smooth way, and then the balance of the hormones release can be achieved. Finally, practice good habit to promote the release of all these happy hormones inside your body. For example, like endorphin, it can be created after exercise. So some people are crazy of exercise because they are too used to have the endorphin in the brain day after exercise. And then laughing will create endorphin also. So if you can keep a very good smile or laughing all the times in your daily activity, you should be able to release more endorphin in the brain to make you more happy and enjoy life. So secondly, the dopamine. Dopamine will be released if you can do something good, contributing to others and make you feel proud. Okay, will make the secretion of dopamine in the brain there. So serotonin is a very important hormones that normally depression people, they are lack of this hormone. And serotonin uh, actually will be able to release when you have the ability what we call uh, benefit others. Okay, and then we able to give the body her secret serotonin, and that cause a sense of happiness. Finally, is the oxytocin. Oxytocin will be released when we give a big hug to your family members, okay, to your lover, okay, husband and wife, and then maybe you practice give some courage to your neighbor, your friends, okay, by giving a big hug. They will feel better and feel calm down because of the release of this oxytocin in the brain there. So by practicing all these good habits, uh, try to let the brain get used to release this kind of happy hormones in the body. Then you will be able to relax and calm down yourself and have a better control of the nervous system, and then the release of all types of hormones to be in a more balanced way. Briefly summarize the miracle power of IM laser, CV8 and CMC serums. When they work together, they will make sure you have a very good blood circulation, because it improves the blood viscosity, and then to let the body to get more oxygen and nutrient transport to all the cells in the body. So it improves the gland function by providing a very strong antioxidant, not only from CV8 but also the use of IM laser. It will create nitric oxide, which is a very good antioxidant property also, and then it is effective in cleansing the blood vessel and cleanse all the red blood cells to make a very good blood circulation too. So it would be able to promote the stability of the nervous system because of the minerals that contain and then the trace mineral, which are the very important signaling agent in the process of nervous system. And then finally it complete because the complete nutrient and the function of IM laser, which repair uh, and restore and regenerate new cells and promote good sleep. Eventually, it balances up the whole system inside the body, and then the body will be in the state to promote a better effect in the creation of external beauty. So it gives an amazing beauty effect. Okay, after using for a certain period, you might be look younger 5 or 10 years, or some even after maybe 1 or 2 years of you using, they will look maybe 10 or 15 years younger. So it of course it will eventually enhance our energy level and then our vitality. So the whole uh, use of this package will provide a very high antioxidant and anti-cancer effect. So the use of a ventrous youth restoration package will regaining your youth and then to create a brand new you from the inner health to external appearance, external beauty, to regain how youthfulness is no longer a dream.